Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today I got another review for you guys. Now, last week I was doing, reactions. Today we finally got another review, so let's get right into it. So, today I want to talk about Goblin Slayer. Now, if you like Demon Slayer, you definitely gonna like Goblin Slayer. Now, with Goblin Slayer, compared to Demon Slayer, I feel like Goblin Slayer is a lot more like violent, and it's a lot more for like the mature type of audience. Like, this is not like, it's just a lot more bloodier and it's a lot more gruesome than Demon Slayer, I feel, in my personal opinion. Um but yeah, so Goblin Slayer is basically, it's about this adventurer, and they call him, you guessed it, Goblin Slayer. Now, with this particular adventurer, his past is basically, so goblins, when he was a child, basically raided his village, killed everybody, and even killed his sister in front of him, and killed his parents, everything. They burnt down everything, like destroyed his whole village. So ever since then, he had a disdain for goblins. Like, now his older years, he only takes missions and only hunts down goblins, like nothing else, because he knows how dangerous goblins are. Like, so for instance, he knows goblins are very, very smart. Like, they may appear to be dumb, but they very smart. And then on top of that, they could evolve. They could evolve to like trolls, or they could evolve to like have wizard type of powers. I forget what you call those type of goblins, but like, I guess it's like a orc lord or something like that. But they could get that so much advanced and just be real powerful and cast spells and all types of stuff. And then on top of that, like, they don't only just kill their victims, like they basically torture them. And let's say they go into a village and they tear down the village, burn everybody, and with those survivors, like the female survivors, they take them back to their like base, what you call it. They take them back to their base, they hide out, and they basically, try to breed with the women, and all sorts of stuff, torture them, all types of stuff. So that's why the Goblin Slayer, he knows how dangerous these goblins are. He only takes, like I said, he only takes missions dealing with goblins. And he's basically like an outcast to the other adventurers, because they find him weird only taking missions that deal with goblins. While they taking missions with dragons, they do take missions with goblins. They take all sorts of missions and adventure out and everything. And he's just here taking only missions with goblins. So he's sort of outcast, and they sort of make fun of him about that. But his type of character is like a stoic type of person, to where that doesn't bother him at all. So they can make fun of him like all day, and it just doesn't bother him. As long as there is missions with goblins, he's going to go and complete that mission. And and he goes to town on the goblins. Like, he finds their bases, raids them, and kill every last goblin they have, even their children. He is not above his wrath. So he's basically have like this obsession with goblins, and getting rid of them, because he knows like they are a big threat. Even though they seem like they dumb, and they little and everything, he knows the true danger. They could evolve and take and organize. Basically, they know how to organize. Not a lot of monsters know how to organize like them. And that's what makes them dangerous, is they know how to organize, and they smart, and they could evolve. So that's one of the reasons why he's like, these goblins are dangerous. So I say the story is really good for this anime. Like the story, the action, you know, the adventure, it's pretty good. And for his type of character too, his character matches the story and everything. Like his personality and stuff like that. And by him being an outcast, he also, you ever see those animes where the main character is an outcast, but they still draw people around them? Like they still, like people just get drawn to them. So he takes missions on dealing with goblins, and eventually he has like his own party type of thing, and they deal with hunting goblins and stuff like that, and going on missions and stuff. They basically join him, and he's like the leader basically. But yeah, the story is pretty good. I say it matches up pretty well to Demon Slayer. um like I said, if you like Demon Slayer, you definitely gonna like Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is a little bit more violent and a little bit more bloodier. So if you're into a bit more action and more depth of action, then you're definitely gonna like Goblin Slayer. So I give it its flowers, and I give it a 9 out of 10. The reason why I give it a 9 out of 10, because I feel like they should have had more seasons of this. Like, this is really good. I know they came out with a movie. The movie was decent, but I just felt like they should have had more seasons, and that would have made it, a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, because it's really good, and I highly recommend y'all check that out. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. The story's good, the action's good, the adventuring is good. But yeah, I just wish it had more seasons. But with that being said, you can check out our other reviews on the channel, and based on those reviews, you could go and take a look at those animes and see if you like them. And with that being said, I'm out.